take two running backs.
May have been my fault.
Right, you're good. But before Chill dropped out, I was going to kick it to him as we were discussing Jordan Mason probably being the free square for the week. Outside of the Jordan Mason chalk, which will be, again, the lock, the chalk, the free square, who else are you considering at the RB position this week? Chill.
Yeah. So one of my favorite plays this week is in that same game, the Rams Cardinals. It's James Conner. Taking a look here, that man's usage last week was incredible. And people hate James Conner. They just don't want to play that dude. And he always just finds a way to get there. He's going to get all the goal line work. We saw the Rams absolutely get gashed by Detroit at the end of the game. So I really like James Conner this week. And then one more running back. I don't know how I'm going to feel by the end of the week, but Jonathan Taylor to me is super intriguing. Didn't have a lot of receiving work, so that's a little bit concerning. But we just saw Saquon Barkley drop 3 touchdowns on this same Packers defense. I think obviously if you're not going to play Anthony Richardson, you're going to play Taylor. I think that can make a ton of sense to. So kind of looking at those two running backs, I'd kind of be remiss if I didn't mention J.K. Dobbins. Again, here, we know the Chargers are going to absolutely just run the ball and run the ball and run the ball. Obviously, he had aid by the 60-yard run, but Dobbins is really cheap. You may not need to get that cheap with Jordan Mason, but I think
The numbers.
The numbers, Mason. Becomes an intriguing option this week. Running back is really intriguing this week.
Baker, what you got, man? Who's in the pool as on a Wednesday?
Kyron Williams is the best play this week, in my humble opinion, including Jordan Mason taking price away from it.
The numbers.
The best pure play, in my opinion, is Kyron Williams.
ETR would agree with you.
And here's the thing: the Rams like to establish it. So
the DFS Deli would agree with you.
He does have the highest value out of running backs.
But yeah, he's my number one with a bullet. Once you get beyond him, I don't mind the J.K. Dobbins play. He's definitely going to be in my pool of running backs this week, without a doubt.
Carolina sucks.
Tell me how you really feel.
They suck. So does Bryce Young, Baker. Bryce Young is terrible.
I'm glad you didn't hold back your true feelings there.
Yo, did you see the clip where the guy in the backfield with his running back had to push him over back in the center because he was going to try to get the shotgun snap from his guard?
I did not see that.
Yeah, he literally had to push him over into the right position.
That's so bad.
That guy's bad. He's bad at the game of football.
I think another interesting play, and this is a game theory type of sense. So obviously on Thursday, we saw a lot of Justice Hill, which basically told you that Derrick Henry has 0 third down and 2-minute offense type of value this year.
Correct.
This game versus the Raiders it shouldn't be that type of game. It should be a game in which they're up early and able to run the ball with the big dog. And,
but the issue with Derrick Henry is Harbaugh has come out and repeatedly said he's not getting 30 carries.
I mean, he may not get 30 carries, but
that's what he needs.
If he breaks off 2 runs, he doesn't need 30 carries.
So fun stat on our King, when he has it was less than 15 rushing attempts, he only averages about 3 yards per carry. When he averages about 30 attempts, he averages about 4.5 yards per carry. Derrick Henry's been the main dude since like high school.
Well, so, it's not really about that. It's that as the game goes along, y'all get tired, and it's difficult.
But it's not. But the thing is like it's not Derrick Henry running at you 30 times. It's Derrick Henry for 10. Then you got Lamar for 10. And then you got these other guys for 10. So, like, obviously, we just saw the Raiders get absolutely gashed by the Chargers. But the fear with Derrick Henry is, can he do it early? Can he get those big runs early? A lot of times when he gets those big runs, they're late. They're the back-breaking runs at the end of the games because that defense is tired. So, I mean, we'll see. That I think the Baltimore offense has to figure out what they want to be.
Well, they need to be run, 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 run. Period.
Yeah, but you already had Harbaugh come out and say, Lamar Jackson, he's going to be the greatest thrower of the football, blah, 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 blah. And then Lamar in the same interview says, fuck it, I'm running
it. Basically, 100% agree.
But Derrick Henry does make a ton of sense. I'm not knocking it. We just did see that team get mauled by the Chargers.
I mean, that same J.K. Dobbins play, Derrick Henry's not getting hawked. He's to the home.
Agreed. I mean, you know, like I said, he ain't got the don't make the joke, please. Don't make it. But he doesn't have the get away from the cop speed because of that Achilles injury. Don't say anything about Tyreek Hill. Please.
I won't. I figured I was going to let you do it.
Nope, not going there. He's not on the slate. Just because
Jonnu Smith and Calais Campbell couldn't get away from the police either.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
But at least they rolled down their windows.
It's not that kind of show.
Okay, all right. No more Tyreek Hill jokes, guys. Unless we want to talk about pure speed, we talk about Henry Ruggs. Okay, but
we can talk about Rice.
Rice, yeah.
Yes. I was about to say Rashid Shaheed, but I'm like, no, wrong guy.
No.
I'd rather talk about Rice. Henry Ruggs.
Like woof.
Yeah.
Woof. I mean, he killed a person, for fuck's sake.
And so did Dante Stallworth.
And he came back to play in the league.
So did Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis killed a guy. Thank you.
Allegedly. He was never found guilty of anything.
Come on.
Allegedly.
Yeah, OJ never killed anybody either.
Come on. Knock it off. Anyway, my running back pool is pretty simple. Like I mentioned in part one of the segment when we were talking, Brian Robinson against the Giants. They want to establish the run, and they did. Brian Robinson got all the goal line tote, along with, Jaden Daniels, his actual quarterback. So I really like him this week. J.K. Dobbins, as you mentioned. And then the best play on the slate, like I said, is probably Kyren Williams. So, again, with that price point, it's entirely too cheap for his workload. And the matchup, given this Arizona defense, is hot garbage. They got the Josh Allen rushing experience, but, James Cook still had 70-plus on the ground himself. It's just one of those situations where even though you're going to play a lot of Cooper Kupp, you're going to play all the Cooper Kupp. There's no reason to not play Cooper Kupp. Yeah, so Mason, if CMC, no go. Kyren, JK, Brian Robinson kind of ends there. I mean, I like Pacheco as well against Cincinnati. I mean, $6,900 on FanDuel is a pretty sweet price. We don't know the status of Ken Walker. As of now, he remains questionable, but going to New England could be a tougher matchup. But if we do get a cheap Jacques Charbonnier, might be worth considering. But other than that, and I got to give a shout out to our current-ish deli mate, Studer. He likes a lot of Najee this week because the Broncos are absolutely sauce on the ground. So, yeah, I kind of like that play too. So I'm down with some Najee.
So let me toss this player at you. For whatever reason, this player is the highest owned projected running back right now. That's not Jordan Mason. It's Breece Hall.
Nope. Breece Hall, electric player. Great player. Good matchup, too. You see that price? I don't know if I'll be able to jam in CeeDee Lamb. Like all the high-priced receivers I want to play. I want to play the cheap running backs.
Well, on DraftKings, he's only 74.
Which makes him, what, the second highest priced running back on the slate?
That makes him the third highest.
behind CMC. I'm going to assume CMC's out. I'm not
Second
even
So
highest.
yeah,
considering
so
him.
second.
Yeah, number
Second.
2. No,
But,
I'm good.
I mean,
I'm
like
good.
the Jets, we know where the ball's going in that offense. Now
Yeah,
it's
Alan
not the
Lazard.
Yeah.
only when they get off sides.
Fair.
I mean, it is an intriguing option. I don't see how I could play him on FanDuel. Maybe on DraftKings, but
I get it. I mean, 100%
it's
full
tough.
PPR
That's a
site,
tough one. And
100%.
plus, the Titans have a really respectable defensive line.
The Titans are a pretty solid defense. It's just their offense. How about we don't play Brees Hall and just lock in the Jets defense?
I don't think you could lock in the Titans defense if you're really looking to punt.
Damn, man. Well, we'll get there. We'll get there. We miss anybody, Baker?
I don't think I did.
I mean, should we mention Ramondre Stevenson?
No.
Don't be bitter about that, man, because you were a year early.
I am way too bitter.
It sounds like you're better at Bill Belichick.
I'm bitter with the Patriots.
Well, you guys didn't draft any Patriots positional players, no wide receivers. I was there for y'all's draft. And your Patriots flying off the board.
Hell, I don't even own Patriots in freaking best ball.
Man. Sounds like a you issue, don't it?
Even though I was going to.
Didn't I tell you? Because I told you.
And when did you tell him, Chill? And when did you tell him?
A long time ago.
Wow. Something's wrong with you people.
Nah, man, something's wrong with you because you ain't stacked the Patriots this year.
I mean, I have Josh Allen and Isaiah Likely on the same best ball team.
Do either of those guys play for the Patriots, sir?
Well, clearly, something about me is smart because I was smart enough to do that.
Well, I would have stacked the Patriots.
No, he wouldn't. If you a goddamn lie.
You see these Patriots colors? I'm a fan. All right, wide receiver. Again, you're playing Cooper Kupp.
Death, taxes, and Cooper Kupp.
What was it last game? 16 targets? No Puka Nacua?
I think his floor is 12 targets. His floor is 12.
And a half. Throwing a couple rushing attempts too. You're playing Cooper Kupp. And I must recite the slogan. Mike Evans every week, bro. So Mike Evans,
Chris Godwin.
Always on the table.
I'll take Chris Godwin versus Mike Evans.
You can take Chris Godwin versus Mike Evans. I'm taking Mike Evans every week, bro.
I'm just telling you right for this week. I'll take Chris Godwin. I'm talking to you.
I like both of the plays. So
I mean, I like both, but I'm going to play Mike Evans. And again, because of the value that we have at running back, we have the option to pay up our receiver. I think we mentioned, I know we mentioned a lot of CeeDee Lamb this week, especially if there's no Marshawn Lattimore. And the Sun God always in play, looking for a bounce back after last week. To a lesser extent, when it comes to Baker's, Kyler Murray take, the Cardinals came out and said, we have to get Marvin Harrison Jr. the ball. So maybe the Ferrari leaves the garage this time for this game.
It's a Maserati.
It's a Maserati. Excuse me. The Maserati. My bad. My bad.
Punk ass Ferraris.
Definitely Ferraris. Oh my god. There's definitely a few intriguing plays, but I think this is definitely a week where we're going to be paying up at receiver. I don't think there's the and I could be wrong, of course, as we get through it, but the 3K crapper option.
It's back at Yoshivas is back as your 3K crapper.
Yeah, but I don't think you need it. There's just too much value at running back right now. And you know what we're going to do at tight end. It's Travis Kelce or die, and I'd rather die. So, we're saving money there. So
Put that shit right the fuck off.
Absolutely. So, here we go. So, Baker, wide receivers.
I mean, depending on what this ownership looks like, when this, once we get later in the week, I think one of the interesting ways is playing the other side of Jordan Mason. And, Chill mentioned my ex-girlfriend last week. Appreciate the shout out for her. But the one way that you can kind of get to the 49ers has always been through the secondary because they're always stout up front. Like now, does everybody get to them that way? Yes, sometimes no, but that is the way you're going to get to the 49ers if you're going to get to them. So Jefferson makes an interesting play, especially with no Jordan Addison. This offense is Jefferson or die. Obviously, we've mentioned CeeDee Lamb ad nauseum. I don't know if I want to play a Saint on the other side of that, though. Like, I think that's going to be a deciding point for me.
I like Olave this week.
I hate Olave, period.
I like Rashid Shaheed this week. So, or Taysom Hill.
I'd rather play Chris
Olave
Olave
this week.
I'd rather play Chris Olave. Just going to throw that out there.
You guys don't like my plays. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. Keep talking.
I think one of the interesting things, obviously, we saw him show out a little bit on Sunday night. Can he keep up that momentum? Is that battle with JMO? You know, if Jameson Williams can keep up what he was able to do in week 1, you know, his price is obviously going to skyrocket as well. And if he does keep it up in any way, shape, or form, you know, he's going to be an interesting play. But the Sun God is always in play, you know, especially versus terrible Tampa Bay secondary.
He looked really good. Like,
It's making
JMO
me
looked
regret.
exciting.
I just traded him away in a dynasty league, and I'm like, did I fold too early? I think I may have folded too early.
Yeah, man. You should have held on. That's okay. That's okay. Chill. Who you got?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of already mentioned a lot of the guys I do like. I do like, obviously, Cooper Kupp, Death Taxes, and Cooper Kupp. We know the slogan here on the show. I do like CeeDee Lamb this week. He is shocker, the highest priced wide receiver on the slate. Again, didn't really have to do much in Cleveland. I do kind of like that game environment between Dallas and New Orleans. So, again, here I really do like CeeDee Lamb this week. I think one wide receiver that I do like this week is I do like me some Rashee Rice. Again, here we saw this man just what did he catch, like 8, 9, 10 balls last week against Baltimore. We have Kansas City coming off of a long get the long time frame here. I believe the game's at Kansas City, so it's not even like they had to travel. So I understand that Cincinnati defense may not be the greatest, or the offense may not be able to keep up, but you know, Patrick Mahomes could have 250 and 2 by halftime. So I do like Rashee Rice this week. One more guy that I'll mention is, we know this Washington secondary is terrible. I think Malik Neighbors is worth the look.
Robinson! Wait,
I mean, we can make a bet. We can make a
Neighbors.
bet there.
Absolutely not.
I mean, Baker's got something to say, so I guess we should let Baker put his opinion out there.
Baker.
I just have a question.
Sure.
Just a pure question.
Yeah.
You know, you mentioned liking Rashid Rice.
Yep.
Is it because he actually has to get away from the cop speed?
I mean, he still got pulled over, right?
No. Oh, I'm sorry. Walk away from the cop speed.
Right.
Indeed, he does. Indeed, he does.
And just to kind of go with my Chargers take, I do like me some Lad McConkey this week. Again, 4,900 there on DraftKings. I do like him this week. Again, Carolina is just, they're so bad. They're just
really,
so bad.
They're really bad. That's one of the worst teams I've ever watched play the game of football.
They're just so bad.
So bad.
And then one more here. I think the Sun God kind of rebounds this week. Again, that whole secondary is injured. We know Detroit does want to try to establish it. We know Tampa Bay does not allow anybody to establish it, even if you're throwing for 500 yards. So I do like me the Sun God this week to kind of bounce back in that game.
I'll tell you what, though, man. You know, the commies were trying to establish it, man. You know, I don't think they did a bad job. So maybe Tampa's run
did.
front. Brian Robinson had a game, bruh. Brian Robinson had a good game. So I'm just saying, man, you know, maybe it's not as vaunted as we think, but at the same time, they're more vulnerable through the air. So, I mean, I get it. 100% get it. So, yeah, I mean, I think what we're really trying to say is I think it's pretty straightforward this week. I mean, like if you like CD, get some Dak in your life. If you like, Cooper Cup and you want to get different with your lineups, just pair them up with Stat Patford. Again, we got Sam Darnold in the revenge game. So if Baker, like you say, he likes Jetta this week, maybe get the cheap end Sam Darnold because again, with no Jordan at a season, who else is he throwing to at this point? And then, like I said, they want to take the new toy out of the garage with starving Marvin Harrison Jr. So there's a few ways to go this week. Again, I do like Malik Neighbors as well because again, the way to attack Washington is through the air, and they certainly didn't do a good job of establishing what they wanted to on defense. So they're easily exploitable. Even though y'all think Daniel Jones is bad, Daniel Jones is about to break the slate this week, so both of y'all can fuck off. Okay, watch. I'm gonna keep saying it until it happens, and when it never happens, I'm just gonna retire from doing this. So anyway, as I say, do we miss anybody? Anybody else intrigue you for this week before we move into tight end? Because we're gonna spend 2.5 seconds there.
I have a lot of takes on tight end. Okay, a lot.
I mean, this is probably the lowest ownership you can get Jamar Chase at.
Yeah, and those people that own him can keep him. I ain't playing no damn Jamar Chase.
Listen, I'm just tossing it out there for the listeners and the viewers.
And for the listeners and the viewers, guess what? Don't play Jamar Chase. If I get beat by Jamar Chase, I'll just hold that L. Unless Joe Burrow walks in the stadium with an LSU jersey on again, then it's time to fire up some Jamar Chase. Those are the weeks he always goes berserk.
See him in that Sunday countdown, like change all these lineups.
Yep,
right
absolutely.
Now.
You see that LSU jersey on, you better fire up some Jamar Chase for the day, baby. Period. But if that don't happen, hard pass. Hard pass. All right, well, Baker, since you got all these takes about tight end, go on.
Well, let me go through all of my notes because they are extensive, sir.
There's one name on there. There's one name on there, isn't there? Isn't there?
Absolutely.
I don't think there's any names on there, is there?
There's multiple names. Multiple. You ready for this?
Yeah.
So we're going to start with Trey McBride because obviously I'm on Kyler Murray.
All right.
Now we're going down straight to the shitter because that's about the only thing I have up top. Okay. With no Jake Ferguson, we got Luke Schoonmaker.
Dude, the Schoonmaker.
At 2,900, where we're putting this shit straight the fuck off, Luke Schoonmaker at 2,900.
The Schoonmaker, dude.
Now, here's the thing. With no David Njoku, what is it, Jordan Akins?
Akins?
Thank you. Jordan Akins for your Cleveland Shitties is our starting tight end at 3K. There's a 3K crapper at tight end. Now I'm done.
Baker, can you kindly remind me who plays quarterback for the Browns?
Jameis Winston is a quarterback on the Cleveland Browns roster.
Can you tell me who the starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns is? That's going to be throwing the ball to that guy.
He can accidentally complete a few passes, okay?
Yeah. No, that ain't going to happen.
He can accidentally complete a few passes.
All right, fair. Chill. Who are you running with that tight end, man?
Well, if I'm playing Patrick Mahomes, I'm probably playing Travis Kelce. Again, tight end is another one that I would like to see how it kind of shakes up by the end of the week. I think a lot of people are going to be scared to play these higher priced tight ends because they burnt everybody last week. I think a lot of people are going to just try to jam in these 3K crappers. Rightfully so. Don't know if you necessarily have to do that this week. But again, here for me, I'm probably just playing Travis Kelce. And then if I'm running out golf doubles, it's probably going to have Sam Laporta in it. And after that, it's kind of, you just play what fits. I think the biggest debate anybody could really have here is, are you playing Mark Andrews or are you playing Isaiah Likely?
I mean, the ownership would be unlikely if it's going anywhere, right?
Right now, it's not. But who knows? I don't think anybody's going to be able to project that right.
Is this going to be the new Aaron Hernandez and Gronk?
I don't think
trying to figure this out.
It's just week to week. No matter who you pick, you're always wrong.
Right?
Play both of them?
Hell no.
But I think
double tight end of the same team.
I think that's going to be probably the biggest amongst the experts like ourselves, you know.
Damn right, like ourselves. You tell them, chill.
So, you know, I guess I'll ask you both. You got a bullet to your head. You got to play one Ravens tight end this week.
Who's the cheaper one?
Likely.
Isaiah Likely.
Whoever's lower owned, I'm fine with.
Then you'd be playing Likely as well per this.
I'll tell you who I'm actually playing. It's cheap-ass Cody Parkinson.
That is a good choice as well.
See, I can't get to Cody Parkinson because I'm playing so much Cooper Kupp.
That's fine.
And if I play Cody Parkinson, that means I'm playing Matt Stafford.
So you're playing. So I'm gonna let you know. As of right now, you are playing the chalkiest tight end. You don't like to do that. I thought you didn't like to do that.
Here's where I get different, chill. When Kobe Parkinson, Cooper Kupp, Jordan Mason, Brian Robinson, whoever is the chalk, I'm going to keep the chalk. But what's going to set me apart is Daniel Jones.
Stop it.
I'm good.
You're getting us canceled.
I'm good. Okay? I'm going to beat the chalk that way.
So next week on the DFS Deli, we'll be under new ownership.
We will be rebranded to the Daniel Dimes Deli.
Yeah.
Welcome to the DDD.
You might as well make him the
thumbnail.
The thumbnail.
Nobody's going to click the video if you do that. Okay.
Y'all go stop hating, damn it. Y'all go stop hating.
Apparently you need a DD you're like, this is drunk freaking podcasting right now with this Daniel Dimes bullshit.
Hey man, I was plenty sober last week when I touted Daniel Jones and it didn't work out too well. But it was week 1, so I mean, you know, I'm throwing darts just to see.
See, you now have a little bit of information and you're still drunk. Go home, Sully. You're drunk.
Hey, man, again, there were some misses. There were some hits. There were some misses. Baker Mayfield hit. CJ Stroud was okay. Kyler was trending to being pretty damn good until he wasn't. And Daniel Jones is a complete miss. I'm going to hit some, I'm going to miss some. But that don't mean I ain't going to step up to the plate and take a swing. You know what I mean?
Fucking Russell Brand over here.
Hey, man, all or nothing, baby. That's what tournaments are about, right? All or nothing. I don't give a fuck about a cut line.
Cash. I want a mid cash.
You want a min cash? All right, here's your lineup. Chill. Hold on. Cody Parkinson at tight end. All right, we're gonna go back to wide receiver. You're gonna play Cooper Kupp. All right, you're gonna play. Let's see. What's the cash game? What's the cash game build, boys? Hold on. For our cash game bros out there, what's the cash game build?
Jordan Mason.
Jordan Mason at running back. Absolutely.
Williams.
Would you play a naked Anthony Richardson in cash?
I would play a naked Anthony Richardson. I'd play a naked Anthony Richardson or a naked or Jaden Daniels.
I mean,
I get behind that.
Your highest owned quarterback is Daniels and Mahomes as of right now.
But I think a naked A Rich would probably be the play.
If you can get there, yeah. I'm with you. 100%. Oh, you're playing Rashee Rice. Still cheap.
Yes.
He's playing Rashee Rice in cash. And can you fit one of the big guys? Can you fit a CeeDee Lamb or
I don't think you can fit him.
If you play Yoshavas, you probably could.
You can definitely fit it on FanDuel.
This like Yoshavas is like fetch. Stop trying to make fetch a thing.
He was one of 5 wide receivers who played 100% of the snaps. Your Sims are gonna like him.
Well, first of all, I moved off the Sims, and I'll tell you. Well, I'm on the Sims, but I'm off the Sims, and I'll tell you why off air. But as I'm currently looking at the Sims, he is nowhere to be found.
I think It's probably because of Mason, I would think, but that's neither here or there.
And I'm trying to generate the optimal real quick for the bros. So I'm gonna lock
We
in
want to move
Mason,
over
but
to you want to move over to defenses real quick as
yeah,
you're
go right ahead.
generating.
Go right ahead because as of now, 444 has CMC in, so that's gonna throw it off a little bit.
Yes.
So without him in, because I excluded him, you'd be playing Jaden Daniels, Jordan Mason, Brees Hall, CeeDee Lamb, Tyler Johnson.
That's
Okay.
a Rams wide receiver, right?
Yep. Cooper Kupp, Trey McBrizzle, Kyron, and the Bengals defense.
Yes, so
You
many
punt it.
Rams.
It's a Rams week, I guess.
I mean, for defense, the Chargers play the Panthers.
Yes.
The Jaguars play Deshaun Watson.
Also, yes.
Uh,
The Colts play Malik Willis.
the Colts play Malik Willis. The Steelers play.
Oh, good.
The Steelers play
point.
Bo Nix.
Oh my God, defense is gonna be a bitch.
If you believe in Seattle's defense, although I don't really like as much as I like the Chargers. I mean, Seattle against Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah, but you know what New England's gonna do? They're gonna run the shit out of the ball.
Damn right they are.
They are gonna establish it.
Oh yeah. If there's any team that's gonna run the ball and not turn it over, it's probably the Patriots.
That's fair. But flat out, I don't have any defensive takes. I'm playing the freaking Chargers. I'm playing the Chargers. I'm chasing Bryce Young all year. I'm just gonna follow him.
I mean, the Jets are playing Will Levis.
I don't care. I saw Will Levis throw for 4 touchdowns in a game before. When has Bryce Young done that?
All right, Sully, I'll make this bet with you.
You're not wrong.
Bryce Young takes down the Millie Maker before Daniel Jones.
Well, I'm winning that bet, Baker, because Daniel Jones is doing it this week, bro.
To make the bet, bro.
Oh. Handshake.
I mean, you have Baltimore's defense up against Gardner Minshew at home.
That's another good one. But I mean, like, you know, price per dollar, like, bro, just find room for the Chargers. Oh my God.
Yeah. If you can get the Chargers, get the Chargers. If you have to punt, let's see. If you have to punt, right? Like, who are you punting with?
Cincinnati against Kansas City. Okay, maybe not do. Maybe don't do that. Maybe if you think the Titans defense is like legit.
Probably the Titans. I think you can make an argument for the Packers defense. I don't like it, but I think you can make an argument for it.
I think you can also make an argument for the Broncos defense too, going against Fields.
Yeah, the thing is like they kind of don't want him to throw the ball far.
Well, if they learned anything from last week, did you see his passing chart?
It was 40 yards or 10 yards, right?
No. Everything was to the outsides. There was no pass attempted in the middle of the field. 0.
Smart.
It was hilarious. So if the Broncos maybe pick up on that, they could maybe get a pick 6 here and there. But other than that, if I'm going to punt it off, I'll go Broncos. If I'm going to stay packed to my words, I'm definitely sticking with the Chargers.
Yeah, I'll probably roll with the Chargers as well.
Baker, we've come to that point of the show where I need to ask you on a Wednesday, if you're rolling out your favorite stacks, who do the people need to invest in? Who are we stacking up this week? Who you got? Come on, start with your Kyler shit. Come on.
No, well, here's the thing. The stack, the team I'm actually working on right now while we're recording this, is actually a Dakota Rain. Rain Dakota. Rain Dakota.
I like that. All right, good start.
I like that as well.
So it's a Rain Dakota. It's a Sedarian Lamb, and it's a Luke Schoonmaker.
Dude, the Schoonmaker shit's gotta stop.
when he scores on Sunday, Sully, you
I'm
better
just gonna giggle. I'm gonna giggle. That's all I can do. All I can do is
start getting
laugh.
you freaking Luke freaking Schoonmaker gifts the rest of the day.
Good luck finding one. A Schoonmaker gift. Good luck. But go on. All right, we got some Cowboys. Okay, who else you got?
I mean, obviously, you know what I'm saying, my second favorite would be the Maserati. It would be Kyler. I don't know if I could actually get Chalk McBride in there.
Right.
That might be too much allocated money.
It's pricey.
But that's whew,
It's totally worth it.
I ain't got that kind of money on me.
Right. On his up days, on his tournament winning days, it's totally worth it.
Absolutely. It was not a tournament winning day last Sunday.
Not even a little bit.
No. But yeah, that double might be a little bit hard to get to, which is definitely going to make it extremely contrarian. But I don't hate it. But I'm not sure how I would manipulate the rest of my lineup with that type of build.
I got you. So Cardinals, Cowboys, good start. Chill. Give me a couple stacks that the people can stick to this week.
Yeah, I mean Baker mentioned one of mine. I do like Dak Prescott this week.
Was it me mentioning Luke Schoonmaker that really sold you?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. That's what sold me.
Schoonmaker.
I do like me some Jared Goff this week. Again, here, those injuries are just too much to pass up. I understand Detroit's philosophy, but they're at home. Goff had a little bit of a rough game. I think they'll want to get him back on track. And then I'm kind of leaning towards Patrick Mahomes this week. I think Mahomes, you can go Mahomes with Rashee Rice and Kelsey. I think it's very doable. I think you can go Mahomes, Worthy, and Kelsey. I think any combination of those, of that kind of contingent there, I do like this week. If we're trying to think of like an off-the-wall stack, as scary as it sounds, man, off the wall. I'm trying.
Daniel Jones, got it.
He said Daniel Jones. Knock it off. Might be in that same. It might be in that same Cowboys game. Derek Carr.
You missed your Derek Carr week, okay?
You missed the 198 and 4.
You missed your Derek Carr week.
Listen. We all probably know it's going to be Brock Purdy throwing for 4 touchdowns, and everybody that played Jordan Mason is just going to get burned. So
probably
that's all right. It's going to be 90% of us, so who cares?
Facts.
I mean, trust me. By time freaking Sunday comes along, the GPB part of my brain is going to be like, I'm fading Jordan Mason. Watch this.
In favor of who?
Brock Purdy.
Play Debo.
Oh, just play load up the other. Just load up.
I'm just going over there.
You would just play Debo, right? Because if Debo can snipe a rushing touchdown, that helps you tremendously.
Which he did. I mean, he took a lot of snaps at running back at the last game. So, I mean,
it's possible.
I would play Debo and Ayuk.
Oh, Brandon
nobody's
Ayuk.
Playing George Kittle, so you could go.
No,
or you could probably you could probably play Mason and Debo. That might be
just like we're playing Kyron and Cup.
Correct.
So I get it. I mean, for me, it's going to turn into a bit as we go along the season. I'm playing Daniel Jones every week until I'm tired of losing money.
You're going to go broke.
I know.
Real quick.
It ain't like I'm throwing in 30 Daniel Jones lineups, okay? I'm taking a shot in my largest tournament that I enter and just throwing out Daniel Jones lineups every week. In the high dollar ones, oh, you can kiss all of my ass. I'm not playing Daniel Jones. That's just not going to happen.
Your highest dollar entry should be a Daniel Jones team.
So 222 on FanDuel. Daniel Jones?
Yes.
Load it up?
Loaded. Full send.
Full send?
Full send.
Like I said, stacking options. Again, I like Jaden Daniels this week. If I were to pair with anybody, I would just punt off the position and just like throw in Zach Ertz with him. I mean, there was a little resurgence there last week, maybe a little chemistry with the old man. So dust off a little Zach Ertz. Anthony Richardson, I don't think you need to pair. I think its high ceiling games are going to come on the ground. And then again, like Chill mentioned at the beginning of the show, Baker Mayfield stacks seem kind of legit this year. So I don't mind running out a Baker lineup. And I agree with you guys on both with Dakota Rain or Rain Dakota and the Kyler side I like. And I also like, if we're going to be playing all the Rams, just play all the Rams. Just get Stafford in there. Just go Rams onslaught this week. Kyron, Kupp, Parkinson, Williams,
Johnson.
Run it back with a Cardinal. 2 Cardinals. Full-blown game stack. Full send.
And then just do a one-off from somewhere else. Just sure.
Yeah. Did how many years ago was that when that one Steelers stack won the Millie? They had literally 5 Steelers in the lineup.
That's still when Big Ben was playing. So that's
that was a long time ago. But then that happened last year too with the Texans guys. There was a Texans triple that took down a Millie Maker. So I mean, it can happen. Can happen. Just saying. All right, Baker. One bold take for the week before we wrap up.
A bold take on a Wednesday?
On a Wednesday. Something bold on a Wednesday.
Well, since we know yours is going to have to do with dumbass Jones.
I've said enough. I've said enough of Daniel Jones. I will not have my bold take be Daniel Jones related.
All right. Well, I'm in a trolley type of mood, so I'm going to have mine be Luke Schoonmaker related. 2 times. 2 times for Luke. Luke.
Oh my God. I got nothing for you, man, except
stop it. Get some help.
That's all I got to say to you right now. That's all I got to say. Chill, something bold. What you got?
Baker and we can correlate.
My God.
Let's go.
I got Dak Prescott, 302 plus 1 on the ground.
And those 2 are to Luke.
CD
so
Lamb.
Don't stack him with CD Lamb.
Shambles, I say.
CD Lamb can have 10 receptions for like $120.
Don't stack it with CD Lamb. It's a waste of your money. Just the skinny stack of Dak and Luke.
Absolutely stack it with CD Lamb. Don't listen to him. Absolutely put CD Lamb in there.
You know what? There's a lot I'm working on right now. I'm taking CD Lamb out right now.
No, you're not.
No, you're not. Stop it. No, you're not. No, you're not. All right, my bold call for the week is that revenge will be extracted. Sam Darnold and the Vikings will defeat the San Francisco 49ers outright.
It's a bold move.
That's a very bold move.
The revenge narrative. The revenge game. I ain't saying Sam Darnold's going to go nuclear or anything, but for some reason, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think there you go. That's how the Jordan Mason owners are going to be in shambles when the Vikings take the running game out and they're ahead by like 21, and then the 49ers got to pass all game. So what you do is go Jetta Vikings defense to get off of Jordan Mason. There you go. There's the ultimate pivot for you. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. Don't do that. Guys, any closing thoughts before we go ahead and wrap up, close down the shop for the night?
I mean, Jordan Mason.
The Maserati is about to be unleashed.
Well, I'm excited for it. And again, of course, before you get out of here, make sure you hit that like and subscribe down below so you can get all the updates on when we upload episodes. Hopefully, we'll be back for the weekend to get the secret menu episode. We'll coordinate something to get the low own plays because, again, it's Wednesday, 50,000 feet above ground. We'll get some better ownership projections and maybe see some players that are sneaking underneath the radar. So, yeah, until then, don't forget to do all the things that are free. For Chill, for Baker, I've been your boy Sully, and it is time for it to get us out of here. Peace.